Good morning, everyone. So, for our today's lab, the topic is role play. So, in the opening remarks for today, I just wanted to have a view of what do you know about role plays. So, have you ever done role plays in past, maybe in the time of your school or somewhere, or what is the information that you have about role play? Any one of you can unmute yourself and start with it. Do you have any idea about role plays? Very good, Mahek. That's very nice. The answer is correct. Playing the character of someone. Anybody else? What else can be included in role plays? Or to enact the character? Excellent. Now let's see what else is included in role plays. It's actually a kind of a speaking activity. Uh, Usually, it means to act out a given scenario or an imaginary situation is given to you and you have to act. It can involve two or more than two people, so a minimum requirement of two people, and it could be more. It helps to spark brainstorming sessions. This is an important term called brainstorming. Now, what is brainstorming? Brainstorming is actually where we sit down with a problem and we have one or two word solutions for the problem. In brainstorming sessions, we actually don't work out the entire solution, but what we can do is we can sit and write down these are the possible solutions. Then we again sit down and brainstorm whether solution one will work or not, whether solution two will work or not, etc. Uh, Role play helps improve communication between team members, and secondly, it helps to see problems or situations from different perspectives. Uh, as budding engineers, you cannot have just one solution to one problem. Problem one, solution A. What is expected is we have options in the solution as well. So, problem one, solution A, solution B, or solution C. So, role plays would actually be a very effective way of getting three, four different solutions for one single problem. Why role plays as a part of learning or training? Uh, let's say the simple example of a cricket match where India is playing a very crucial over is to be bowled. It's actually this over will decide which team wins, and then the captain gives the bowling to some bowler whose day was not good, and he's been giving a lot of runs. What do we comment? Had I been in his place, or had I been with Dhoni in the field, I would not have given him the over. No, that changed the entire scenario. The role play is actually putting yourself in somebody else's position and thinking from there. Now, why take decision A, or why take decision B, or why take decision C? Right? So this actually is very important in workplace situations or within the organization, because sometimes we feel that the people in the higher hierarchy, or the ones who are above us, they take decisions without thinking, because we are viewing it, or we are looking at the problem from one perspective. The person who's above or in the management would have brainstormed, sat with 10 other people before deciding or coming to a solution. So role play actually gives us a chance to assume that what if you were supposed to take the decision, what would you take? That's actually moving into somebody other's shoes and working it out in a way where you can have a solution, you can talk to people, you can give your opinions and ideas on a particular problem. Right? That's why role plays are important. Now, what are the steps for the role plays? So first thing is you have to identify a situation. When there's a situation, then and then we can have a role play. So we first have to identify the situation. Second, we have to add the details. Now, when you add the details, it means what's the solution, what's the problem actually all about. So let's say for problem one, there's a new student in your class. A student is unfamiliar with the language that you speak. Now, adding details would be one of you has to help the student cope up with the syllabus that has already gone. Right? The teacher identifies, or the teacher tells who will help him or who will help her. That's the details part, right? Then you have to assign the roles. That is, who becomes student one, who becomes student two, who will help this third student. Then we have to act the scene, and then we'll have to discuss it. Right? So I have already identified the situation. I've added the details. Now we'll start from assigning the roles and all. This is the instruction for our role play. I had already instructed in the previous lab that you have to team up and become a group of not more than 4 students. So this lab batch will be further divided into groups. Each group will be assigned a role play situation. Each group will be given 5 minutes of preparation time, 5 to 7 minutes, 10 minutes of execution time, and then 5 minutes. While one group is performing the role play, the rest of the groups will be observing and noting down the feedback. The feedback should be constructive. That means you are not supposed to say your internet speed was not good. You're supposed to give a constructive feedback. That means that you're supposed to tell, okay, these things were nice. You need little improvisation in these things. Right? And it should help the group members to perform better in the next round of it. Now, how will we give feedback? So this is what you need to take care. I've given an example as well. When I give a feedback, you are supposed to note for each member. So let's say there are 19 of us in this lab batch. So you are supposed to write feedback for 18 other people. And 18 people will write feedback for you. Right? So you have to write 3 good things and 3 places where improvements are required. Let's say the example that the role that was assigned was played properly. The sentence structure was good. Organization and execution of the role play was good. Within the time limit, they did it. These are the good things about person A. Now, what are the places where person A needs improvement? So he or she needs to pay attention on pronunciation. He or she needs to use more technical words or proper vocabulary. You cannot say I went out for food with my friend. You have to say that I had gone for a dinner or a lunch or breakfast. So that's proper words, usage of vocabulary. There's a simple example. Whatever comes in your way, you are supposed to do. The role play was little short. They could have added more dialogues, or student A spoke more, student B was given less time to speak. Right, so that's the improvement part where you speak. So please make note of the instruction that everybody is supposed to give feedback to the other groups. So you are supposed to tell three good things and three improvement places where the person can improve in his group discussion. So sorry. How do we do the feedback? There's a very simple thing that we will do. Just a minute. I hope all of you know how to operate Google Drive. We have been sharing Google Forms, right? So what we will do is I'm sharing a drive with you right away. You will receive a mail. So here I've shared a Google Drive with you, a folder with you, in fact. So the name of the folder is 3EC2 and year is mentioned 2020-2021. Now, if you look into the folder, you will find three subfolders which has the names of the lab batches: lab batch A, lab batch B, lab batch C. You are supposed to operate in lab batch A, right? So it's just some technical issue. So have you received a mail? I've sent an email to you from my Marwari email ID to your yeah, certain technical issues. I was just asking, have you received an email uh, from me, right? So what I'm trying to help you with is how do we work with giving feedback, right? Everybody cannot be speaking at the same time. So I'm sharing my screen where I show you how to operate the Google Drive. So what I'll do is I'll share my screen right now. I hope you can see my Google Drive and a folder with your class name right away. And so I hope you can see I'm actually shifting between our window for Google Meet and my Drive. Just write a yes if you can see the Google Drive. Right. So now what you do is, if you take 3EC2, you can see three other folders or subfolders like lab batch A, lab batch B, lab batch C. What you do is you click in lab batch A to have further divisions of different activities that we are going to do. The first thing that you need to do is in the book review, you are supposed to have already entered your enrollment numbers and your names. You're just supposed to type out the name of the book that you are going to review so that everybody can see and I can also look at it. That's one thing that you do. Second thing that you need to do is you need to go to role plays. Right? I have already made a few of the examples. You need to add a new Google document. Then you have to create and you are supposed, because I'm sharing it, it's asking me. So you create a Google document. Here you can see that it is an untitled document. There you're supposed to write the last three digits of your roll number. Let's say I'm writing mine. Then you write your name. Then you write what is this document about. It's a role play feedback. That's the name for this so that I can see who has given the feedback. So here you will write role play feedback. Then you see this. If I close this now, does not mean it is gone. So this is what I have made. You have to enter the name of the person for whom you are giving the feedback. So let's say we are giving the feedback to Mahek is giving the feedback to Vrunda. Then you have to write three good things and the three improvement places that are required. Similarly, you have to have more tables where you will have to write the feedback of the person. You're not supposed to speak it all together, write the feedback. Apart from that, what we can do is, see, here is my document, right? So this is my document. What I'll do is, I'll insert a table. Where I'll write name of student and the serial number 1, 2. As I said, we are supposed to give 3 good things and 3 bad things. Not bad things, but improvisations, right? 3 good things and 3 improvements. And you can always from the table format, you can merge the cells so that here you write the name of the student. And next time, once you make this format, you can always Control C and Control V it. So I hope I'm making myself clear on how you are doing the feedback. One. Second thing that we need to do is, again, go to new, a Google document, create and share. Here, you're supposed to actually document the role play. That is, who is speaking X, who is speaking or who is taking which role. This is actually the script. So let's say it's me and I'm speaking, hello, good morning. So my friend would wish me back by saying, hi, good morning. We also have a documentation about the script that we have used. See, but it's not necessary to just read out the script. When you are performing and there are a few changes, it is absolutely fine. But this is how we can prepare within our groups about the script, right? So this is how you go move back and forth with it. So I need every one of you to prepare uh, a word file like this where you can work on things. Right? So now I'll share with you the PPT of how we are going. I hope. Yes, you need to write for each and every person. Do not worry. After each performance, I'll be giving you some time so that you can note down the feedback for everyone. As I said, we are going to help our classmates improve. So the feedback should be very constructive. Constructive means, that's why we are not saying bad things. We are saying we're going to write improvements. Here you can improve a little. Right? So whatever little you want the person to improve, that you write there. So that can help the person to grow in terms of speaking. Right? So what are the steps? I hope you have now understood how to add a Google uh, document to this folder with your name. Right? Now, in terms of the script, you can just write down the name of the group members, or maybe one group member in the name of the script, and then the rest of them you write down at the very top of the document that these are the people in the group. Right? Are we clear about how you can add the names of your files? I hope we are clear with this much. That's a yes and no question. So even if you are stuck in between when you are making things, you can always drop a message and we can go through things again. So now, how do we begin a group discussion? So as I said, this is an example which I have cited, but you can write things in your own way. So what is the structure of a role play? Structure means how do I go about when I do the role play? First, begin with greetings. Never forget the greeting part. Sometimes we are so excited to do the activity, we forget the greeting part. Right. So begin with greetings, appropriate greetings. Hello, good morning, how are you? A little exchange of greetings to be happening. And then whatever role you have decided, kindly fit into that role. Let's say I'm a student and I'm talking to my professor. So the other student with you is your professor. So kindly imagine the person to be the professor and talk in that way. Right? So you can also, in your set of preparation, you can prepare the set of question and answers relevant to the scenario. What kind of questions can I have and what can the other person answer? Uh, as I said, that is why the scripting part that we are doing in our Google Drive, the reason is we can practice framing the sentence. So sometimes what happens would be that we already know the sentence, we already framed it in our mind, but when it's the exact time to execute, sometimes we would miss the entire sentence. And then what happens is see, nobody knows you had planned this sentence, but you know it. That's why what happens, it will affect your performance for the rest of the role play as well. That is why scripting, when you write something down, you will always have at the back of the mind that I've written this. And that's why it will help you improvise your performance. uh, Scripting we will do in the initial role plays, but then you can perform without the script as well. But having this habit of having a script is, as I said, you are not supposed to just recite the whole script. The script is there to help you with the order. So first, let's say if it is, I am there, Dr. Pooja is there, and I have another faculty with me. Let's say Dr. Mihir. Who speaks first? Right? Then in the confusion, sometimes we tell when there are more than two people. If it's two, no problems. But if there are three people, who speaks when? Right? When we have decided, sometimes in the excitement of performing, what we'll do is we would forget the other person's chance. It happens when we play games as well. We throw the dice. We should not have that in our role play. So to make it a little organized and ordered, that is why the script is there. So if you have written some answer in the script and you speak something else, you don't lose your marks. Don't worry about that part. The scripting is for actually formulating and giving an order, an idea to everybody. Okay, he's going to speak this, then I can ask this question after his answer. For that reason, we are scripting it, right? And then after we frame the sentences, we'll be executing the role play. I hope everybody has decided who is paired or grouped with which people. So already you have in your mind. The reason why we are scripting is, when you are scripting, even I can be there, I can see what you are writing, and if there are certain corrections or certain improvements which I wish to tell, I can tell there and then. Right? So if all of us could be a part of that preparation when we are doing that preparation. So there's a little video that I have of a role play, and in that they're going to talk about a vacation from which the person has come. So it's a little simple one.
English Sing Sing.
It's a little simple one, a simple version of it. So we're not supposed to take the sentences and things as it is, but just an outline or a format of how things will work. So I'll play the role play for you. You can have a look at it and see how things work in your case, right? So I'm playing the role play. A sample.
English Sing Sing.
How was your summer vacation?
How are you? I'm good. How was your summer vacation? It was great. I went to Jeju-do with my family. Really? What did you do there? We looked around Jeju-do. Sounds great. We rode horses and walked along Jeju-ole. Jeju-ole? What's that? It's a walking path. You can see beautiful beaches and fields from there. Wow, I want to go there too. How about your vacation? What did you do? I took taekwondo lessons. Great. What color belt do you have? White. I want to get my blue belt soon. Good luck.
If you have heard properly, why playing this? Because most of us have a habit of speaking in little speed, right? So in role plays, we need the other people to understand what you are speaking. That is why the speed should be reduced to a little. One. Two, when you are speaking, it should seem like you're meeting your friend after a long time and you're saying, "Hi, how are you? How did your vacation go?" That excitement should come with the words. That's why an example where the person is talking about a summer vacation. So it's not merely about words. As I said, paralinguistic features play a lot of importance or a greater role when you are speaking to give that whole thing a liveliness that will work. So uh, we're supposed to add a little from your side, whatever we can, whatever you have learned, and you can help enhance your role plays. Now, if you could just let me know uh, the number of members in the group, because we've got role play scenarios. Let's say our scenario number 1 requires 4 students. So which group is there which has 4 students? Now you have decided 4 students for yourself. Any one group member can say, "Madam, we are 4 of us," and then this role play scenario is given to you. So no 4-member groups. Do we have a group that has 4 members? Or you are yet to decide the groups? See, yet to decide. Okay. Would you like to decide, or should I divide you according to the roll numbers? It would be better for me in case of roll numbers. Do you want the liberty to select who would be in your group, or you want me to do it for you? Okay, fine. What I do is, it's on the spot sort of a thing. I'll give you 5 minutes to think and talk to each other and come back with a conclusion, because for one person I'll not decide, then I'll decide for the whole batch if I am supposed to. If you want to make a group, I'm giving you 5 minutes to discuss amongst yourself and come upon a conclusion that whether you are making a choice or am I supposed to, right? So 5 minutes given to you to decide. Do not worry, all the role plays for today are within our setup of the academics. We are not going direct to the workplace scenarios. Right now, we're going to practice only classroom based scenarios. Workplace scenarios will take afterwards. So it's just going slow and steady. Do not worry about it. So what if the second group has a harder scene? It is not like that, right? So most of the scenes are related to academics, you as a student with a fellow student, or you as a student with a professor, something like that. Something where you are, you have worked with, you have been in the campus and you have met your teachers for assignments, things like that. We have taken right now, we have taken such scenarios for our role plays, right? So it's not going to get very hard or harder. And so I'm giving you 5 minutes. You can think about it and you can let me know what we are doing, and then I'll, otherwise if we don't come to a conclusion, what I will do is I'll divide you into groups and I'll assign the role plays, right? So I'm giving you 5 minutes. You can discuss amongst yourself and come to a conclusion. Have you come to a decision yet? Uh, Great. Now I can see the names of people. You are deciding, right? You are still deciding. So I'll give you few more minutes, and you can decide your groups. See, it's not necessary to have four people. It can have two, three, four. Four is the maximum number of members you can have in the group. Now I can see Mehak has already decided. So you are already seeing scene one for group one, where you require four people. That you can start your preparation on it. You can note down the details. So now see if it is mentioned that you will require a girl student, you can always turn it into a boy character. That's fine. You can turn or you can keep the name of the students as it is. It's just a imaginary situation which is given. You can always turn into the characters that you have. Right? You have the liberty to do so. We'll wait a few minutes for others to also decide before we flip. By the time Mehak, Aditya, Vatsal, and Briz could start working on their uh, role play, and you can keep your name as it is, or you want to have an imaginary name, that is also fine. So we have still a few minutes, and you can just type in the name of the people in your group so that I can assign you the work. I 2 more minutes before you can decide. Otherwise, I'll decide the groups and we can have the role play preparation going. Okay, Mehak, you and your friends are group one. So please note down your scenario. After noting the scenario, you can make a Google document and start working on the script. So that you're supposed to start working on the script of this scene. Please note it down. Kindly drop a yes or write that you have noted any one of you from the group so that I can switch the slide. Okay, let's see what we have with group two. So this group has two members. We've just got names of 11 of you, where there are two groups of four and one group of three. Where are the rest of the students? Fine. Those who have not given the group, now I'm giving you the groups. So group 2 would be okay. You were sorry. Had not noted it. Now I have noted. So it's all groups of 4, no group of 2. Uh, Here, let's do one thing. But we have uh, instead of 2 members, here we'll have group 2. So it's assigned to this group. I've already mentioned. You can note down Faz and your group. Instead of 2 students, you can here have 4 of you in the uh, hostel, in the moving of the student, right? So how you help, how you'll ask, get introduced to each other, things like that. So here you can have 4 students. Please note down the scenario and you can start working on it. After you've noted down, kindly drop a message that you have noted it. So for group 3, it is Vidhi and her group. So here you can turn it into 2 of you going and meeting your professor and asking about things, right? So group 3, please note down your scenario. When you noted the scenario, please write a message in the chat box that you've noted it. Done. Great. So the scene for group 4 is for Geenal. Please note down your scenario. And last group is of Vasu. So group 5 and Uh, this is your scenario for group 5. Please note it down and let me know that it has been noted. Great. Now, so what you can do is, as I said, you can form a Google Doc where you can roughly note down your ideas. We have time till 15 minutes of preparation time for everybody right away. So, what you can start doing is you can start preparing a script on the Google Doc in the drive that is shared, so everybody at the same time can execute it. So I'm giving you the next 15 minutes for preparation, and we're not going to go in the order that first group 1, then group 2, then group 3. Everybody has been given equal amount of time, so we'll start with group number 3, then group 2, group 4, group 1, and group 5. That's how we will work. So I note the order for executing would be group 3, 2, 4, 1, and 5. And this is the order in which we'll execute our role plays. Now you're given time to start with the scripting in the Google Doc, so it's easy for everybody to put down their script over there. So we'll start with group 3 at 12:30. 15 minutes of time given for preparation.
Hello, ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, Vishwa, you are audible.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, I'm in group three, so we need to perform the act by 12:30, or we just need to write the script and send it to you.
Yeah, we are supposed to perform if possible. So,
Okay, so we just have to perform it, and we don't have to submit the script like that, na?
no, no, not necessary for the script. The script part is if you are feeling a little not confident about doing things on the spot, or you want to have a sort of a pamphlet for with you for performing. If in that case, script would
Okay,
be
ma'am.
one of the options. Okay? But
Okay,
as
ma'am.
I said,
Thank
you
you, ma'am.
yeah, fine. You can start preparation.
Okay.
Yeah. Is group 3 prepared for performance, or we need 5 more minutes for preparation? Group 3? I think we'll wait 5 more minutes before we start with the performances.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Are we prepared?
Yes, we are prepared. We are prepared. So can we start it?
Just a minute. Other groups, while group 3 is preparing, kindly note down the feedback. Right now, you can note it away in your book, and then you can put it on the Google Doc. Right. So we are having group 3 that is presenting. I'll keep their scenario so that you are aware about it. So this is group 3 that is performing. Group 3, you can start with the performance.
Okay, ma'am.
So, hello everyone. So, today in the role play, I and Vrunda are performing the parts of students, and Vishwa is going to perform the part of a professor. So, here we start. Hey Vrunda.
Hi Vish. Hi Vidi.
So, how is your study going?
Nice. How was yours?
Yeah, it is going good. I was planning about going to abroad for further studies. What do you think about
I was
that?
I was also thinking for going to studies. Let's go and talk about the abroad profession.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think we should go and talk to the professor about that. So, let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, Vidhi. Good morning, Vrinda. How are you?
We are good, ma'am.
Yeah, fine.
Nice to hear. Nice to say. How were your exams?
Yeah, they were good.
Oh, that's great. Great. Okay.
So,
So,
ma'am, we are here to, seek guidance about going abroad for further studies. We needed your
okay,
some advice. So, if you
okay.
are free, we can talk about it. I think.
Yes, sure. Come sit.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So yeah. What are your questions? Like, what
So,
are you seeking guidance for?
I was thinking about the opportunities which we can get about studying abroad. If you can
See,
help me out with
studying.
that.
Yeah, sure. See, studying abroad may be one of the beneficial experience one for a college student can get. And it has many opportunities. Studying abroad has many opportunities, like to you can see the world with a different perspective. You can get a better educations. Then you can get yourself into a new culture. You can learn new languages. You have a greater career opportunities. You can find your new interest. You can develop new interest. And where studying abroad, there definitely is a personal development, so that's not an doubt.
Okay,
So
ma'am. Okay.
there are many benefits of studying abroad.
Okay.
Then there are any exchange program for going in our universities for going to abroad?
Vrunda, there is some technical glitches. Can you repeat?
Okay. Ma'am, are there any exchange program going in our university for studying abroad?
Yes, there are some student exchange program recently going in for abroad studies. But student exchange program is basically a bit different than these programs. Whereas it is like a 6 month program in 1 year, and where you go to abroad to study and you involve in international travel and study for some time there. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you.
And I had another question, ma'am. Is the
Yes.
university providing any scholarships to the students?
It depends on the university which you are pursuing. Different university provide scholarships, and the scholarships are basically, some are general, some are specialized funding schemes. So even some are provided by government agencies, whereas some includes in the university itself. If the university is ranked top among the world, then they provide their own scholarships, and some
Oh,
external funding organizations even provide. So you can even search that in Google and you can get to know it better.
okay, ma'am. Okay.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, Vrunda.
Do you have to speak? I have to speak second language to study abroad?
No, that's not. Some countries ask for that, whereas some University of Switzerland even ask for a second language. But not all university
Okay.
asks for you to know a second language. English is okay.
Okay. Can I do part-time job parallel with our study?
That depends on the student visa. Like if the student visa allows you to work, then you can work in some countries. Whereas in some countries there is some restriction for the work that you do, and for the hours that you put in the work. So often it is like the limit is 20 hours paid work per week, and full time after you are graduated from the university.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
I think that was all we had to ask. Thank you so much for your precious time.
okay,
I
okay.
hope we can.
Thank you, ma'am.
I hope we can put your advices to work.
Yes, sure, Vidi. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It was
Thank
great
you.
talking to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, group three, that was very, very well done. Uh, the question and answers and things went very well. I hope your friends have noted down their feedback for you and they'll fill it up and you can have a look at it. And when I look at the feedback. So it was very, very well performed. And just a thing I know, because it's we're working with technology, so that's why there. Just one thing we need to remember: we need to let the other person finish talking, and then we can start. I know, because it's on technology, it's a little hard to imagine whether the person has finished or not. So that's fine. That we can manage with practice. Otherwise, it was performed very nicely. Let's
Okay.
have group number two. Group two, are we ready with it? Group 2, am I audible? Are we ready with the thing or do we need more time? You're not ready, you need time. So, is group 4 ready now? Group 4? Even group 4 needs time. So, group 1, I think you should be prepared now. Group 1. If I'll ask group 5 as well. Group 5, do we need time? Right. So even all the 4 groups need time. Uh, there are a few. If we need time for preparation, I'll move forward with it. By the time, I think we might not have time for this lab within this lab for it. So we'll continue with it in the next lab. Do not worry about it. So there are a few resources which you can refer to when you are preparing. They have these tips and tricks to make things work better in case of role plays. Right? So these are a few useful resources which you can note down. I don't think we have much questions and answers here. So we can move to our quiz part. So even this has a small quiz of whether you've understood the uh, theory portion of it well. I could see that it has been very well executed. There's no doubt, but there's a small quiz that we need to attempt. What we'll do is we'll attempt the quiz right away. So I'll just give you the link for the quiz and you can attempt your quiz. So, just a minute, just give me a moment. I'll copy the link. So this is the link. You can attempt your quiz for this lab session. I can see only 17 responses have come. So I think two of you are missing it. It should be roll number 24 and enrollment number 12. These two people have not appeared for the test. So are these two people present in the class, or they are the people who are absent? I'm talking about roll number 12 and enrollment number 24. These are the two enrollment numbers who have not appeared for the test. They'll be considering your attendance accordingly. For today's session, the absent numbers are roll number 12, Vasu Dekiwadia, and roll number 24, Nirav Gilani. That's correct. I hope I'm not missing these two people. They're absent, right? It's to the people who have Vasu is present. Okay, has appeared for the test. Now it's only Nirav. Nirav Ghelani is the only one who's absent today, right? So those who have already performed the role play, that's very nice of you. You did it on the spot and it was very good. Those who are yet to perform, please be prepared. We'll follow the same order. You can note down the order in which we have already written. Apart from that, you will receive an email with a role play by the end of the week, which also you have to be prepared with, and you will do it. Now, the first role play, the order is already decided. The groups remain as it is for the second role play, but the order will not remain the same. I'll mention the order in which we'll do the second role play. The first role play, the order is fixed. You have already noted. For the second role play, I will mention the name, the order in the email itself. You will receive an email on your institute email ID. By the time all of you are supposed to write the feedback for group 1. Need to write the feedback for group number 1 for role play 1. You already can see the documents with your names for feedback in the folder which is shared with you. And this is what we have to do for the next lab. Thank you, class. Have a nice day.